speech, that is narration. इसको बेटे हम नरेशन भी बोलते हैं, लेकिन इसके साथ एक और नाम भी है जो यूजुअली हमारी ग्रामर बुक्स में आपको गिवन होता है, दैट इज डायरेक्ट एंड इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच, राइट. सो मेरे बेटे आज का मेरा टॉपिक यही है और आज मैं इसको कवर अप करने की कोशिश करूँगी एंड आई विल ट्राई कि आपको ये कंसेप्ट आपकी लैंग्वेज में ही समझाऊँ मैं, जिससे कि आपको इजीली ये कंसेप्ट क्लियर हो जाए और आप बिना किसी मिस्टेक के इसको सॉर्ट आउट कर पाएँ. सबसे पहले बेटे आपको ये पता होना चाहिए कि ये डायरेक्ट और इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच का क्या मतलब है. हम इसको नरेशन क्यों बोलते हैं या इसको रिपोर्टेड स्पीच क्यों बोला जाता है. सो बेटे डायरेक्ट इनडायरेक्ट इट इज़ वेरी सिंपल. डायरेक्ट मीन्स अगर मैं इस टाइम पे मैं आपके सामने नहीं हूँ, राइट. सपोज मैं क्लासरूम का एक सीन लेती हूँ, एक टीचर क्लास में आ रहा है और उसके बाद बच्चे सामने बैठे हुए हैं. अब टीचर और बच्चे के बीच में कम्युनिकेशन हो रही है, तो वो दोनों एक दूसरे से सीधे बात कर रहे हैं. अ टीचर इज आस्किंग ए क्वेश्चन टू द स्टूडेंट एंड द स्टूडेंट इज गिविंग आंसर, right? So that is direct communication. Suppose one child who is absent in the classroom and he is not able to understand what was being done in the classroom in that particular period. So that child is going to give a call to you and you are going to pass out each and every information to that child on the phone. It means at that time that teacher is not present there to convey that message to that child that today we had covered this topic. Who is conveying that message to that absent child? You as a friend. And for me, you are working as a reporter who is reporting, right, by speaking out the things done in the classroom. So as a reporter, you have passed each and every information to that child by speaking. So that is reported speech, right? Narration means you were narrating the complete topic, the things, the incidents and the enjoyment, right? The learning you have done in the classroom. So beta, how to sort it out and how to clear it, right? We have to follow some rules there. The first rule that I used to say is SON. SON for S is a subject, right? O is a object and N means no change. Now the question is there, Kiritu ma'am, subject, object, no change, what is this? And what is the role of this in the reported speech? So I clear it to you. Bete, suppose first I will write one sentence here, then I will clear this concept to you, how this rule is being implemented there, right? Suppose I'm writing one sentence and I hope it is clear to you very well now. Yes. Rohan said to Meera, I am your best friend, right? So beta, the first thing that I want to clear, if I'm going to talk about this direct, so if the sentence is given to you in the commas, right, so that is the direct speech, but I'm going to change it now, so that is becoming indirect. Means when we are talking to the second person and that is face-to-face interaction is there, that is direct speech. Speech means we are speaking, right? And indirect means when we are doing the same conversation with that person who is not present there and we are conveying the second person's message to the third one, that is indirect speech. Now how I'm going to clear it to you. What is the role of SON? So beta, how you will identify in a sentence what is subject, what is object and what is no change. Ma'am, what is this? So first that should be clear to you here. I'm going to underline it. Look at the sentence very carefully. Beta, Rohan, that is a subject. Said to, that is reporting verb. And Meera, that is a object. So this part is coming outside the inverted commas, and according this rule, it is going to change the inner part of the sentence. Now in this sentence, we can easily say that Rohan said to Meera, I am your best friend, ending with a full stop, a common statement is there. So how I am going to change it? What is the role of the son there? So I just see this son. Rohan said to Meera. Now said to, if it is a simple sentence, then said to is changing into told. Rohan told Meera. Now it is a simple sentence. Now I will replace these commas from there to make it indirect. I will write there that. Now this I. How I will change it? This I is changing according to this subject. Right? So what is I is going to change according to Rohan. Rohan is a boy, and for a boy I am using he. Rohan, I am changing it with he. He, am. It is present, but this is past. So this am is going to change with the past. It is becoming was, because with he we are using was. He was. Now the second rule is coming there. Ma'am, your it is going to change according to the object. So object given to me is Meera. So Meera, that is a girl. So I am changing it her. Best, and this is friend. Now I hope it is clear. What is role of this? S-O-N, right? Son. S is subject. S is subject. O is object. N is no change. Now bete, I am writing one more thing there, that I and we, it change according to subject. You is changing according to object, right mera beta? And then he, she, it, they, we can never change. Even if a name is there, we can never change. I again repeat, I and we, these are the first person. मैं अपने आप को कभी भी नहीं कहूँगा कि मैं weak हूँ. I will always say, I can do it, I can do it, I am the best, right? We means I am including my friend that is there, we family members, we all are the best, right? We are the best. So we always becoming the engine of a train, and we are always coming on number one, and that is my subject. You is the second person. It means I'm always considering it as the second person, because I and we is the number one, but we are considering the second person who is sitting there, that is object. So it is coming after, this is coming after the engine, right? And he, she, it, they, oh, my neighbors are there. They are the third person for me, and I never bother about them. I can take name of any person, okay? And it is reality, bete. We cannot change the name of a person. We don't have any right. So if any name is given in the sentence, we will not change it. It will remain the same. Is it clear very well now? I again repeat, SON is going to play a very important role, because in inverted commas, whatever the pronouns are given to you, that we are changing according to this rule, SON. And the change in tense, that is according to the reported verb. This reporting verb, if it is in past, then am is going to change into was were, right? So this is for today. I hope it is clear to you very well. Now after this, we will start with the next concept, how we are changing it, right? Wait. The second rule I want to teach you there is, the first we have done with this SON. I hope that is clear to you. Now I and we. I again repeat, I and we is changing according to subject, right? You is changing according to object. I am again repeating it, bete. And he, she, it, they, any name, we don't have any right to change it. So the word there is no change. So I hope now this concept of SON is clear to you very well. Now after this coming is, bete whenever we are changing a direct speech to indirect speech, what we have to consider the second point. Bete as in first sentence, I again show it to you. Bete I have used the commas there, right? So whenever we are changing that to indirect speech, we have to replace the commas, and by replacing the commas, we are writing some conjunction words there, that is going to joining words there, that is going to join do different parts. And if it is a simple sentence, then we are using that. Okay, if it is a question, right, then we are using if. And again, if it is a question, sometimes we are not using anything, we are moving on with the same words. Now the question there is, ma'am, where to use that, where to use if, and what is this WH? I clear it to you again. Maybe I'm not running fast. Okay, I again repeat it. If simple sentence is there, as in earlier sentence I have done beta, I again show it to you. Rohan said to Meera, I am your best friend. Simple sentence is there, and I have replaced these commas with that. Okay, now the second one. Ma'am, where to use if? I am writing here a sentence and I will clear it to you. If a sentence that is given in inverted commas with the helping verbs. Helping verbs कौन से हुए मैम? Is, am, are, was, were, has, have, right? Had. Okay. And after this the models are also coming there, but more are there. Do, does, did. Okay, more words are there. I want to write it there. Can, may, might, could. Okay, then will, shall. Okay, if these words are there, it means the sentence is starting with any of these words, then we are going to use if as a conjunction word there. Okay, I write one sentence there to clear it to you. Just look at the sentence now. My mother said to me, can you help me? Now, bete, we have to keep that rule of sun also there in our mind. Okay, we have to keep that rule of sun also there in our mind. I have already written it, and that is visible to you also there. Right. Now, bete, 1 second. If simple sentence is there, then this reported verb is changing into told. Now, first you have to underline, this is my subject, this is my reporting verb, this is my object. Okay, now what we have to change? We have to change tense, we have to change pronouns. Okay, so first thing we have to keep all these things in the mind. Now the second thing I'm going to there is pronouns. So you is second person is changing according to the object, and object is you, right? We will see who is the object there. And me, that is the first person. I, my, mine, me, myself. It is always the first person, and it is changing according to the subject, right? And now how I'm going to change it, because it is a question. So I will change this reporting verb to asked. So my answer would be like there. My mother asked me. Right, bete? Now my sentence is starting with can. So if this helping verb is there, can, I will replace these commas with if. And if I'm using if there, now it is becoming a simple sentence. I will replace this can after the word you. And you is changing according to object. What is my object there? Me. And me is changing here to I, right? Can. Past of can is could. Help will remain same. And me, that is changing according to the subject, right? And subject is my mother. So my mother, I cannot write there my mother. For my mother, she is a female. I will write here her. And in the end, there is a full stop. Never do this mistake that after the questions, you're adding this. When we are changing from direct to indirect, this question word, this sign, this punctuation mark, we have already changed it here. So here it is becoming simple with the full stop. Is it clear? Now this is if we are getting any sentence in the commas with the helping verbs, right, or models, then my conjunction word is becoming if. Now the next is, ma'am, one more is there. If sometimes we are getting a question there and that question is starting with the same, the question words are there, what, where, when, why. So that rule I'm going to clear it to you, bete. Now look here very carefully, right? So that is the teacher. I hope my paper is clear to you. The teacher said to the students, comma, inverted commas begin, right? Why are you shouting? Okay. Now, if you're getting any sentence like this, what will you do, mera beta? It is a question. So, it means my said to is changing to asked. I have done half task. Because the teacher is subject, said to is reporting verb, and the students, that is my object. That first task I have done. Now after this I am coming to the second one. That is, it means whenever I am going to change, that is becoming the teacher, it will remain same. I cannot change it. Said to is changing to asked. Why? Because the ending is there with a question mark. So I will write asked the students. It is done same. Now beta, there is a twist. In previous sentence, I have told you that if in inverted commas, your sentence is starting with is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had, do, does, did, can, may, might, could, will, shall, should, would, all these words are there. Okay, mera beta, then keep this thing very clear in your mind. My commas are, these inverted commas are changing with if. But if my question is starting with WH. Question, Ritu ma'am, what is WH? Bete, I am writing there. Means what, where, when, why, who, whom, whose, how. Okay, कब, कहाँ, किसने, किसको, किसके साथ, कैसे. If your question is starting with all these words, WH mean how, right? My inverted commas are being replaced, but we are not using any joining word there. What is becoming joining word? Whatever the word is given to you. So in it, my answer is why. This is there, and after that it is coming there and it is coming back. So it is changing according to object. And what is the object there? The students. Now students are plural, so it means I will write there for students they. Okay, now are is present. What is past of are? I have already told you. are past is was and were. But they is there, so I cannot use was. I will use were. Why they were shouting, and in the end again there is a full stop, right? So this is all for today, and after that again I will revise it. I will write down the sentences. I will clear more concepts to you regarding this. Till then, just revise all these rules what I have taught you today, right? Once again, I'm showing this to you, and I hope my page is also visible to you, right? If any doubt is there, please write the question in the comment box. I will try to sort it out. Till then, stay blessed.